GTA 5, doing an online highlights, a little Mayhem action, AA Gamer for Life, Demented Priest. Okay, so recently we've been doing wanted levels, and we're trying to get the police mocker, and we're recording some of the online missions. And as I'm going through the clips, I kind of just cut out some pretty cool footage. Right there, we were doing the judge and jury, and my buddy Demented Priest got a car in the air with a sticky. And like I said, so this video is just basically a bunch of clips of some of the highlights of the random mayhem that happens between Gamer for Life and Demented Priest. And I could definitely fill hours of videos of just random explosions and craziness that happens. And at some point I was like, alright, let's try to get a 5 stars with the fire truck, but then I kind of went a little short with the sticky and blew us up, and that kind of took care of the fire truck. So, like I said, we just, a lot of craziness when we're working on these wanted levels. A lot of different things will happen. Like right here, we were trying to get 5 stars, and I get wedged down into this area, and the truth is I'm a little lost. I'm like, dude, how do I get out of this area? You know, I couldn't figure out how to get out. And so I kept kind of wound up going up in circles. I didn't want to go down into the drench there because we were trying to get 5 stars, and it's amazing. We got SWAT SUVs down here. They're shooting at us. Most likely I should have just taken that ramp and jumped over. And so I'm down in this little area for a couple minutes just evading the police. And it's amazing that, you know, I get through this, and then as soon as I get back out on the street, we get wasted. So just, you know, some online fun, and I'm like, oh, just drove myself back into this corner again, and there's the SWAT guys. And if you're trying to get a wanted level up to 5 stars, the last thing you want to do is get head on with those SWAT dudes, because they shoot you right through the glass and pretty much take you right out. So I go through the gate just to find out, hey, there's that ramp again. Alright, so I'm like, alright, we'll just get on the train tracks and get out of that area this way. So I'm feeling pretty good. I'm like, damn, man, I can't believe I lived through that. I'm still up. My buddy Demented Priest is still up. And then once we get out to the street, we get wasted. So I'm like, alright, man, let's get to this 5 stars and do it. And in the video for the police mocker, I mentioned many times that it's just a thing. As many times as we successfully got 5 stars and lost it, we probably died more. So, but one thing's for sure, there's a lot of mayhem in between. Right there, get a couple explosions. I can see my health's way down into the red. Now, oh, just one more shot took me out. And I believe we just got 5 stars too. And then I was running to my buddy to see possibly if you get killed, he gets into the driver's seat, and then he still have the wanted level going. So if I can get back in the car with him, I'll have 5 stars again. And he winds up getting killed just as I get back to the car. He's dead. So that was an awesome job. We were down at the docks. We had a police car, had flat tires, and we were just running around We weren't intentionally trying to get a wanted level to get 5 stars to lose it. We were just doing what we do, just general mayhem, and that jump with the police car, that was just awesome, so I had to get it in there. And this is another time where my buddy's like, get in the truck. So he took us down to the tracks and we just waited for a train to T-bone us. Now he actually got the truck into the train. I was like, get out. He's like, yep. And he was able to get back out. And then we tried to get back on the train, but it was a fitting end. It didn't work out for us. Alright, so right here, we're in front of the paint and spray by the ammo store, and my buddy Demented Priest has got a wanted level. He's actually got a car inside the ammo store. So when you're talking about your general mayhem, there's nothing outside the limits. If they say it can't be done, we're going to definitely try. And I don't know how he winded up doing. I think he stuck the nose of the car in there, and then the store owner shot at him, so then he drove the car up in there, and so there we go. He's got a car up in the ammo store. He eventually will have 3 vehicles up in here, and it's quite the sight to see. He's like, try kicking the car a little bit, maybe you can get it unstuck. And I'm like, there's no way that car's coming out of there. There's only one thing to do, is to blow it up.
Go get one of those armored trucks. You're missing out on nearly free money.
So I'm going to take a spectator seat out here and watch the cops. I believe he's going to get killed here. Okay, he's got 3 stars going. I can see a helicopter up there. Alright, there he goes. He's putting up the good fight. So I'm looking at all these cars and I'm thinking that I got a crackdown moment happening here. I'm like, I'm just waiting for my opportune time to let loose with the RPG. At least that's what I thought, but then I wind up shooting these guys, kind of get a wanted level going. And then I'm going to let loose with the RPG. And there's my buddy Demented Priest in an ambulance. He's going to try to drive that thing into the ammo store. Shoot me up a helicopter. Try to shoot up what I can before I go down. Wasted. Okay, so we're back in front of the ammo store and got a serious cluster of police up there. So I'm like, time to get this party started again. Now, I get 5 stars, but then I'm like, alright, let's get a car. But if you're trying to get 5 stars, it'd be a good idea to have a ride ready. That certainly did. Some random person drives through there and I'm like, let's grab a car. And he's like, cops take me out. Let's see what he's got going on up in here. Okay, we got 3 vehicles in the ammo store. That's a pretty persistent gamer there, you gotta admit. Like right now, presently, we haven't done it yet. Had me, Demented Priest, and Snow Devil, and we were doing the mission Judge and Jury, or Jury and Judge and Jury, I think it's called. Anyway, I think you got like 8 to 10 jurors that you have to take out, and then you got like an additional 4 or 5 that you have to take out, and then when you get your first cluster of jurors out, you get a wanted level, and it's much easier. You can do that mission in like 5 minutes with helicopters. 2 of us will take the north-south. You know, he'll take the north, I got the south. There's one guy in a convenience store, and I'm like, well, I want to do a video for YouTube, and it's hard for, you know, it's like, all right, well, you guys go get this guy and you guys get that. So I'm like, we got to all do everything together. And we got it down to within 10 to 20 seconds of getting to the last person. And we just haven't been able to break that hump. But Demented Priest and I are kind of the gamers that are like, if you say you can't do it, we're going to try. And, you know, if it winds up being that you can't, then you can't. Alright, so that one was one of the successful levels. We got 5 stars, and we were able to lose the heat. We just went down into the train tunnel and lost the heat. And, you know, you just saw it was just some general mayhem. But that time I was able to have my car there ready for the escape. You know, that makes all the difference in the world. And again, this was just some other time we started, you know, pissing off the cops, and I'm like, well, just stay here and invite them to the tunnel entrance, and we'll blow them up. When we get 5 stars, we go into the tunnel. And there's a lot of awesome explosions in between. Awesome. A couple of gamers, some rocket launchers, some sticky bombs. Yep. San Andreas police are going to have a tough time. But, you know, not taking anything away. They definitely taken us out many of times. But nothing better using a sticky to take out a helicopter. And it's happened many times, but being able to get the footage of it has not been too successful. Whether we're on missions or doing this wanted level thing, I'm mostly driving most of the time. My buddy Demented Priest is a much better shooter on the gun or on the road like that. So I'm like, I concentrate on driving. I let him do the shooting. So it's hard to get the camera view back. And Hill's like, I got that helicopter with a sticky. And I'm like, awesome. All right, so, you know, we're out at the beach having a day there. He's like, I'm going to get on a jet ski. I'm like, are you sure about that? Oh, that was good. He's like, really? And I was like, yeah, really. So now I'm like, I'm going to drive off because anytime I kill him, he's going to retaliate. He's like, that's just the way it works. I think what was happening, we were driving around the beach, and he was like, I was like, remember that time you were taking a jet ski from the ocean into this body of water here? He's like, yeah, and it's a pretty good stretch of sand there, but you could totally make it across with a jet ski. So here he comes. And he went a little wide so the stickies didn't get him. And if you turn around, you can totally get back to the ocean. So I'm going to lay some more stickies down here and see if we can't get him as he comes zinging across. I cannot think of all the different things that we've done. I mean, we've taken an ATV up on the roller coaster. We've landed a helicopter on top of the Ferris wheel. We've taken cars as far as out in the water as we could possibly go. And I don't know, it's just the list of things that we've tried are just endless. And like on the edge of the helicopter pad, there's like the little stretch of walkway with a little bit of a ramp there. And we tried jumping that. And just whatever, you know, we just get bored with the missions, and all of a sudden we'll just start doing this stuff, and we'll come up with some good things. I'm like, you know, an ATV on top of the roller coaster, that's one of the good ones right there. And just recently, me blowing them up on the jet skis, that was beautiful. I haven't got any footage. I think I might do a couple of videos. It's just fun. He'll be like picking on a random guy, whatever. You know, he'll like pull a body out of a car, and then the body will start chasing, or the person will start chasing him around. And while that's happening, I'll call a mugging in on him, and then all of a sudden he'll be I just got mugged. And I'm like, yes, you did. And then he'll watch this. Boom. Good stuff. Yeah, just stuff like that. And calling a mugging in on your buddy, that's just priceless, especially when they're unaware. And just ridiculousness like that. If you like the videos, you can always support us by checking out the ads.